What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha and Mo, and we are back with the new season of Since You Asked.
That's what we're doing, the new season.
Yeah, because I think the last one ended on like episode 30. It's a new season. It's time. I don't know if we're on season 3 or season 4, but we figured out when it's time to load this motherfucker. But we're back.
Hi, guys.
And my friend cute. Okay. Anywho, all right. So first question is titled, I'm having a crisis. She said, I was wondering if I could get some advice on practicing my speech. So I'm currently in my second week of college. My major is it's arts, and it requires me to take a public speaking class. I was very nervous when I first started, and the professor wants us to start prepping for our very first speech of the semester very soon. It's basically about introducing your partner to the rest of the class. I've always been insecure about my voice. I feel like I sound like a kid when I talk because my pitch is so high. I know this is going to sound stupid, but in my head it feels like no one takes me seriously. As a young adult, when I have the voice of a 10-year-old little girl, I try looking up voice on how, I think she meant to say videos, on how to exercise to deepen my voice or how to have more of an authoritative tone. I even try recording myself so I can play it back and critique it. But when I play it back, I sound so different, like it's not even me. I have trouble with speaking in front of an audience and making eye contact. It just feels awkward for me. I know this all may sound a bit silly, and I don't know if it's just all in my head, but it's something I've always struggled with. I just wish I had a deeper voice so I could be more confident in how I talk and take it more seriously. Another thing that pisses me off is that my friends would make comments about me talking like a white girl. I know they're just joking, but it still irritates me because it's insinuated that Black people are not capable of using proper speech or sounding intelligent, and only white people are. It makes me feel like I have to talk a different way around them, and when I'm around my family, I can go back to using my normal voice. Even with my white professor, I'm impulsively talk blacker because everyone expects it or is used to people my color sound a certain kind of way, and if we sounded any different, they'd be taken aback. Just some stuff that's been on my mind a lot, and though I thought I should ask you about, since no one else around me seems to get it. Thanks in advance, and I'll send an update on how my first speech goes.
I remember my public speaking class, and it was at a HBCU. So imagine that. And I was feeling insecure because my voice is deep. But, I mean, it's nothing I can do to change that. So it's just, you have to get comfortable in your own skin and stop worrying about what people are always going to have something to say. Sure. Just make sure, to make you feel comfortable with your public speaking class and take away some of their nervousness, make sure your speech, whatever you're saying and how you... instead of stuff about voices, you need to be looking at how to introduce the person that you're introducing in the class and just capture your audience. If you're scared of making eye contact, look to the back of the room. Yeah, my public speaking class was like in an auditorium type of a setting. So it was just like, because I had worked in like theater arts in high school, but it was more behind the stage, and I was comfortable with going out on stage, like, taking people dressed up, working on the set and stuff like that, and looking out because I wasn't performing. But if that, I mean, just seeing all those people can make you nervous, but if you're nervous speaking to them, since you do have to get up there and perform a speech, just look to the back of the room, in the center, in the back of the room. Don't look down on your paper. Try to memorize as much as you possibly can. And that's, I mean, why are you worried about, you know what? What I've learned is people make fun of shit because they're trying to avoid looking at their own shit that they need to correct. Don't worry about people making fun of the things that are special about you, because nothing that you've said sounds like it's wrong. Mm-mm. You gonna switch up because you know how to enunciate? Like, that don't even make fucking sense. Mm-mm. Girl, keep doing you. You are who you are. You cannot be. I keep telling everybody, the world is turned into iRobot. We can't all be the same. Who the fuck would want to be? Why we want to all walk around looking the same shape, same skin color, everybody the same fucking complexion. Just like, be you. Be comfortable with being yourself. And what you worried about your voice for? You want some of my deepness?
I agree with everything Monique said. As far as like you said about trying to change your voice when you're around certain people, girl, be you at all times. I always encourage y'all to be you because only one you. God made you specifically the way He made you for a reason. So embrace your individuality. That's why everyone's different. And if your friends continue to make fun of you, you need to tell them like, hey, yo, that ain't cool. Like, this is me. If you don't like it, like, we're gonna have to figure something else out, but stop trying to switch up around certain people. Talk the way you talk. My son naturally talks, I guess you want to say proper, but that's just how he talks. And I've never.
These new generation kids. How old are you again? You in college, so you're probably around Kyrie's age.
Yeah.
People that's around Kyrie's age and like younger, like my nephew is 10. Like I don't care what school he goes to normally the same. He goes to the same exact elementary school that I went to in kindergarten. And you walk into class and he sounds like, I don't know where the hell he came from. He just sounds so much different from the rest of the kids. But it's just something about, I had to go to school before then. Because now that I'm thinking about it, he went to Berkeley, so I'm trying to figure out where he is.
But you know, Kyrie just came out talking like that ever since he was born.
Yeah,
He just naturally talked that way, and I never made fun of him for
it's
it.
this new breed of kids.
It's just
switching up shit.
Yeah, it's just who he
you.
is. But as far as a public speaking thing, like Monique said, find a point in the back of the room and focus on it until you get more comfortable. Because the goal and something that your teacher is going to tell you, you do have to engage in the audience. So until you can get comfortable with engaging in the audience, just find a space and look at it and go from there. But when you're doing public speaking, you want to be personable, you want to be engaging, you want to be fun, you want to make sure you're hitting on dramatic points to really enunciate and really make sure that the audience feels whatever you're trying to convey in that moment. But it's just something that you have to work on. Some people are just naturally afraid of speaking public.
Everybody in their classroom afraid. Trust me.
Yeah,
This is our first speech. Everybody in their class, as introduction to public speaking, everybody in there, they're new, and it's a prerequisite in like media communications and arts type of majors. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Go first. You know what's gonna make you comfortable when you go first, and everybody gonna be like, "That was good, girl."
Right.
They ain't got nobody to wait on.
Yeah, exactly. And then I personally have never been afraid to speak in public. But an ex-boyfriend of mine back in the day, he told me, he was like, because I do a lot of spoken. I do a lot of public speaking events. With me being an author, and I was like, well, or should I write it down? He was like, no, just speak from your heart and go from your heart or whatever. Because when you write things down, it makes you all technical or whatever. But I know in your class you're gonna have to write it down. But just the more you do it, the more comfortable you will get, and just let it go from there. Please send us an update
and really get to know that person. Like if you could set aside some time instead of like. Because some people, I know, like you being in a rush in between classes, like I just want to get like a few little points about this person. If you could set aside some time to like really interview that person and like have just some like friendly chitter chat, that will make it easier for you to introduce. Like it could be, this is a person I'm introducing with like a budding friendship just for the classroom. I'm not saying you got to be best friends with that person, but it does make a difference when you're not introducing a complete stranger.
Yeah. So take those advices, those pieces of advice. I just woke up, forgive me. And make sure you, my words is not coming together. Make sure you send us an update on how everything has been going, because I know this question is a few months back, so forgive us on that. All right.
Class over.
It's strong going to Christmas break. So next question is titled, Are You Dumb? All right. Hey, Keisha and Mo, thanks for the advice. Oh, this is a response. What is this one? Okay, I'm just going to read it. Maybe it'll jog my memories. Hey, Keisha and Mo, thanks for the advice. I just watched the video. It was funny. I died laughing. By the way, I'm the gay boy with the friend who was a hoe and got her head dumped in the toilet. Okay. Y'all remember that? That was a doozy. This is the update. So like I said, she was planning to fight me on the first day of school. We didn't fight. She tried to run up on me, but my other best friend beat her for me. Me and her are no longer friends. We see each other in the halls and don't say anything to each other. It's kind of weird how we were so close and now we act as if we were strangers, but I'll get over it. Life goes on. I'm actually focused on my career. I rap. Yes, I actually can rap. I freestyle, write, and I can sing. I want to be a big artist one day. So be checking for my music, loves. Thank you guys for the advice. Bye.
Good luck.
So happy with that and great luck on your career as a rapper. Can't wait to see you on the charts, boo. All right. Next one. Titled Several Issues. Whoa. Hey Keisha Mo, please don't use my name, but anywho, it has taken me a while to write this because I was embarrassed. Honestly, I wish there was a way to chat with you because this is long, but here we go. In the summarized version, I have several different issues. The first is child custody. I have an 8-year-old and I am in a totally different state than the dad. The dad just started paying child support regularly, but doesn't have any form of relationship with my child. He calls maybe 2 times a year. He has only seen him 3 times, have called and wished him one happy birthday, but basically wants me to send my child to the state he lives in because he can't get off. The last time I reached out to him, he never asked about my child, but felt the need to tell me my child has another sibling and that he takes care of that child to make up for his past mistakes, referring to my child. I try to explain to him as nice as I can that I'm not sending my child with him because they don't have a relationship. Please help me. What would you do? The second thing is, well, let's address that before we can get to the second thing. Girl, hell no, you ain't sitting that damn kid with that damn man. Girl, that would be a laughable conversation. I would laugh at that nigga. Like, come on now, you even know you ain't sending your child with somebody that you don't fucking know. Girl, that ain't even a conversation. I would have laughed at that nigga and said, good day. So that's that on that. Child, please. The second thing is my mom. She is so proud to be a mom to others, but treat me like crap. She gives advice to others, but when I try to talk to her about my accomplishments, she blows me off. How would you get past that? Okay. All right. So she got 3 points. So to that, you want to go with that one first?
What she say?
Her mom treats others like her kids, but treats her like crap. And when she tries to get advice or, when she tries to talk to her mom about her accomplishments, her mama blows her off. So how would you get past that?
It's more to that story.
Well, she said it was a lot to talk about, so she just briefly summarized everything.
I cannot answer that with just that information because what's going on with as far as like, you know what? And this is just me giving the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes people don't know how to address things that they're not familiar with because your accomplishments, depending on what does your mother do? Like, is she like a stay-at-home mom or did she do some of the things that you did? Because she may not know how big of an accomplishment it is. True. So she might not make such a big of a deal out of it if she doesn't know how big it is. That's why I need more information.
Because I tell my mama stuff and she'll be like, okay, good. And I'll be like this is a huge thing. And she just like, okay, girl. And sometimes it hurts my feelings, but I just be like, she don't get it. It's a totally different generation. It's a totally different career. She don't get it.
I mean, that's even with anything. Like, that's like even with us, you may not understand something because we in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I need more information to know why.
But what I would just say is go to your mom and tell her exactly how you feel. Next time you're over to the house, it's just you and her. Sit down and be like, Mom, this kind of hurts my feelings. A closed mouth don't get fed. Unless you speak up, she probably don't even know that she's doing this to you. So until you finally tell her, it kind of like hurts my feelings that you're kind of more motherly towards other people than you are to me. And I wish we had a closer relationship where I could share things with you and you would be more supportive of me. Talk to her. It's all about the delivery.
And then start telling her, if you're not already, tell her about some of the things that you're trying to achieve so that when you do achieve them, it's not just like a brush off because she probably think this regular.
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing she said is, I have completely lost myself and being a single parent. I have no friends. I don't go out. I work 3 jobs. I just want to know how to get back out there to date, find friends, basically find me. I'm sorry, this is long and all over the place, but I truly feel alone in this world and it gets hard because I have no one to talk to. Have a great day. Well, that was hard because I don't go nowhere. I'm in the house all the time, but I'm comfortable with that. I don't have the desire to really go. She worked 3 jobs.
How many kids?
She just said she's a single parent. And she ain't got no friends. She don't go out nowhere.
Because you don't have no friends because you don't have time for friends. You know what? That, and this is no offense to nobody because some people like to work like that. But that work all the time shit is
That's gonna drive you ragged, and it's gonna take so much out of your life.
overrated. It's overrated because before you know it, you look up and you have
Your
spent
whole
so
life
much of
is
your
gone
time
working.
trying to pay bills.
Living just to pay bills and keep
Living
moving
just to pay bills. And whatever you don't need or can't keep up with, let that shit go.
Yeah.
Because before you know it, your life is gonna be the fuck over. And I mean, not saying that you finna die and nothing like that. We don't know the time nor the hour. But what I'm saying is, if you want a life, you're going to have to make time for it.
Yeah.
Period. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to your kid because you are a single parent. And where are you? How you gonna get sent a man and you don't have room for him?
Yeah, because if you meet somebody, you always at work. How y'all gonna spend time with each other?
But you know, people think of relationships as, you get blessed with a job, you get blessed with a good man, this and that, and other. But how are you going to get blessed with a good man when you don't have a good time to spend with him?
Very much true. Yeah, so like Monique said, like extra bills and stuff that ain't needed, let it go so you can lessen your monthly, spending and bills and stuff like that. So maybe you can free up some time and be able to let one of those jobs go. But if you're in a position right now where you have to work those 3 jobs, you're just gonna have to figure out on the days when you are off to go out and grab a coffee by yourself, go to the library, go
and
see a play.
Something about myself, not your
like make time to just get out and do stuff. If you don't have friends, that's the point of going out and getting friends, meeting people, mingling and those things. But if you do have somebody you can call, hey girl, I'm gonna be off on this day, are you free so we can get up and go grab something to eat or whatever? You just have to plan ahead with certain things.
Yeah, small talk with people that cross your path goes a long way. I think we encounter people for a reason.
Because people get stuck in this is somewhat the same but different. I just had to have this talk with Kyrese, my son, because all he did was go to work and come home and go to school and come home, and he just sits in that room.
Oh, hell no.
And he's going to work today, but literally when I told him he needs to start getting up and doing stuff with his friends, in the last 2 weeks he has been getting up, going places with his friends. I had to make him get out of the house because it's not healthy just to be in your room all the time, and he's too young. I'm different. I done been out there and did whatever, but I was like, you got to get up and get out. Like literally for the last 2 weeks, he has been getting up, going places with his friends and stuff, and I'm gonna talk to you more about that off camera. But it's been really good for his self-esteem and for everything. So
that's good, because I always worried about him, like he just don't ever go nowhere. Like, go outside and communicate.
This was my child. So do those things and prayfully it works, and please send us an update. So that's it for this video. If you guys have a question or update, please email us at sinceyoux1@gmail.com. Make sure you hit that notification bell button and like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.